All right, beautiful people. Feels good to have you all here today. Okay, you all are welcome to this wonderful live session again once more. Like you all already know, it is your favorite Sunday Jangi, where we discuss some very interesting topics and pertinent ones, and actually share ideas and exchange ideas from different angles and diversified points of view. Today is another wonderful Sunday, and I'm sure you all are enjoying your weekend from wherever you are watching us from because it's a wonderful time here in the nation's capital city of Yaoundé, Cameroon. Like you all already know it, my name is Wiko, and I'm always your anchorman for this live broadcast. Please, as you come in, do your best to share to as many people as possible so we have a good number of you watching this broadcast. I want to first of all start by apologizing because we're starting about a few minutes late and it's just about the network issues we have in this part of the world. But we are live and we are glad to have you all. Now, as you come and do your best to share, I'm going to share from here as well so that we have a good number of you watching. Do your best to share to as many people as possible. I think I think we're going to do mobilization today. Yeah, it's been a while we did some giveaway. We're just going to be giving some people data like that, random number. So as you come in, you do your best to share. Share to as many people as possible. Share to as many people as possible. So we have a good number of you watching. Share to as many people as possible. As you join, you share. As you join, you share. As you join, you share. Today is a very funny, it's a very interesting day because just the reactions I've had on my WhatsApp, it's quite intriguing, and I know for sure we're going to have a wonderful time with the kind of reactions I've had. Share to as many people as possible. When you come and you connect, you share. Once 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 you connect, you share. You share to as many people as possible. You share to as many people as possible. You share to as many people as possible. So we have this conversation. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. As you connect, you share. As you connect, you share. And you equally drop a message so we give you a special greetings. Like you all already know, when it's Sunday, we come live and we have a wonderful time with beautiful conversations. And when you connect, you can equally drop a message so we can give you some beautiful shout outs. All of you from wherever you are, do your best to connect, share. Share to as many people as possible. Share to as many people as possible. Share to as many people as possible. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. Share to as many people as possible. Share to as many people as possible. Share to as many people as possible. So we have this conversation. Those of you coming in, just drop your comment in the comment section so we know where you're watching us from and we can give you a special shout out. Hmm. Share. When you join the live, you let us know where you're watching us from so we can give you a special shout out. Keep sharing to as many people as possible. Let's have this wonderful conversation. Love and money, love or money. What are your thoughts? Please share. Share, and then you drop us a message in the comment section so we can give you a special warm greeting. Pinky Pretty, glad to have you. Pinky Pretty, drop your mobile number. Just drop it either here or my WhatsApp. Good evening, hope you're doing okay. Pinky Pretty, glad to have you. Share on WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, and wherever you can share. Pinky Pretty, drop your mobile number. Let's do this rapidly and we get to other things. Either here in the comment section or via my WhatsApp. We're in communication on WhatsApp, so maybe just drop it on WhatsApp or Facebook, either ways. Yeah. And everybody coming in, please do your best to share. As you come in, you share. You come in, you share. Share to as many people as possible, and let's have this wonderful conversation. We have some amazing people that are going to be with us today live. Yes, he says he's watching from Bamenda. I hope Bamenda is beautiful and hope Bamenda is safe. You know, some of us who left Bamenda a while ago, we don't know how it is now, but please, everything's all good. I hope you're enjoying it. Now, please share to as many people as possible. Once you connect, you share. When we have a good number of views, we're just going to dive deep. Just 10, not even good number, just 10. We're going to jump deep into our conversation. Our conversation. And that's why we're here. And that's why we're about to do what we're doing. So please do your best to share. This Palava money, I love this. So this Palava money and love, on I love and money, on I love with money. I don't know. We're going to have this chat here today. So do your best to share. As you come in, you 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 share. Share so we have a good number of you watching and we have a smooth conversation. Please, when you share, drop them more. We share. Let's do some mobilization. It's been a while. Been a while. We've not done this. Let's just send some airtime to a good number of you. Share. Connect and share. Connect and share. Connect and share to as many people as possible. Connect and share. 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 Love and money is what we'll be talking about today. But while we're doing the sharing, let's keep sharing. Let's keep sharing to as many people as possible. And when you connect, when you join, you let us know where you're watching us from so we can give you a special shout out. You let us know where you're watching us from so we can give you a special shout out. Oh, I see some of you connecting. When you connect, just drop a message so we know where you're watching us from. That way we can give you a special shout out. You know, it's always a conversation, and it's beautiful having you from the other end, and it's beautiful having a smooth and fair conversation. That way we have different opinions and we see the point of view from different angles. Yeah. Oh, we have Nisi. Nisi, happy Sunday, Nisi. Happy Sunday. Hope you're doing okay. Please let us know where you're watching us from as well. And those of you who are sharing, those of you who are actively sharing, you equally drop your number. Why you share, just drop them. We'll pick randomly. We'll just give data like that. Yeah. So do your best to share. Share to as many people as possible. Share to as many people as possible. As many people as possible. As many people as possible. All right. I got your message, Pinky Pretty. We're going to do that. Let's do that right away. Once you receive your alert, you confirm in the comment section. Let's do that right away. Share. Today we're talking about love and money. Love and money, and love or money. Love and money, and love or money. This is actually a very interesting topic. Love and money, and love or money. So which one? Which one do you go for? Love and money, love or money? Love and money, love or money? All right. Oh, we have Mrs. is watching from UK. Hope UK is okay. Snow the fall on that side. Oh, is it winter there already? Let us know how UK is doing. I'm just doing some last transactions so we can start talking about what we are here for today. Yes. Okay. Pinky Pretty, confirm the comment section. We have Jerry Lo Speaker. This Jerry Lo Speaker. Jerry is MC exceptionnel. Ça, c'est communicateur sans frontières. Sans frontières. MC without borders. Glad to have you, brother. Says watching from Yaoundé, from Damas. Okay. All of you watching, I want to find out from you. Love and money, which one is priority? Love and money, and love or money, which one is priority? Queen Odette Gabi, I see you. Greetings to you. And she's watching from Bamenda. Hope Bamenda is okay today. Pinky Pretty say love first before anything. All right, Pinky Pretty, can you actually get married to a man that doesn't have money? Can you do that? And can you actually love a man that doesn't have money? That's one thing. So, me, I go for love and money. All right, Jerry, let's speak it now. In a scenario where you have to choose between love and money, which one are you going to go in for? These are the things which we I really want us to have this beautiful conversation today because, in recent times, a lot of drama has been oh, fingerprinting received. All right, a lot of drama has been centered around man, woman, money, love, money, and stuff like that. And if you look at it keenly, it's almost as though love has a price tag. It's almost as though love is bought. Now, let me shock you all. This is not just from a feminine perspective, you know. One of our guests, or she'll be joining us in a bit. She sent a video to me today, and she told me in that video, I watched the video. I watched the content. It's a lady that was talking about how some other guys look for hardworking women. They look for hardworking women, and they be with them in the guise of loving them. And before long, you notice they will rip these women off their money. Oh, what's going on here? Sorry, guys. Hopefully, my camera is disconnected. I don't know what's happening here. May I go for love and money? Um, Biggie Pretty said happiness counts. Happiness counts. All right, let me join. Let me join from here. Let me see if I can join with another device such that let me see. Because my camera just disconnected. I don't know why. I don't know why my camera got disconnected. Mm, because there is usually this how do I put this thing? It's usually a myth or a reality that in recent times women love money. But frankly speaking, women do love money and men equally do love money. Now, money is actually a very vital factor when it comes to love. You see, when it comes to love, money is very, very vital. We cannot really deny that fact. I don't know why I'm trying to. All right, a moment, please, guys. Let me try to reconnect my camera. I don't know how it got disconnected. Yeah. Oh, oh my God. All right. Now, in recent times, there's a lot of this. We have this argument a lot of it, like love and money and love and money. And if you look at in most cases, a lot of people are they date for money. They date for money, and we don't finally know if the money is what we call love in today's reality, or money is just a determining factor of love. You see, and that is what one lady told me that Okay, I don't know if you all can hear me. Courage, you're welcome. Hi, Courage, how you doing?
I'm doing great, sir. Good evening.
You're welcome to this broadcast and glad to have you. Sorry, guys, my camera had a little hitch, and I had to switch to another device. Now, good enough, we are here. Courage, I want to find out something from you. Before getting to courage, you look like your network is tripping. Um, let me rapidly shoot this one to. Let me take these few comments. We have Odette Gabi says both works together, but after having a good time with your partner, you need to eat. We need to eat well, dress well. We need money for the kids as well, but it should not be all about money. Now, this is a very this is a very technical comment. Yeah, I would say it's technical because it's a reality. Before you even need to live a certain standard in life, you definitely need to have some money. And money has a way it triggers some sort of happiness as far as human existence is concerned. Money triggers a lot of things, you see. And now, how do we actually draw the line between love and money? Recently, I was reading a story of a guy. This guy actually met his woman sometime in 2006, and this guy, he invested in this lady, sent her to school. She passed her first school, O levels, and went to the university. Now, this guy was a primary school teacher. Now, it got to the point where this lady got to the university, to the higher institution, I don't know if it's actually a university or professional school, and she started feeling superior to this guy. And before long, we noticed there was another guy in the picture. Hi, Akum Angel. Hope you're doing good. All right. Courage. Is your network okay now?
Yeah, I think it's
I think
okay. I
it's not
received a
problem.
call.
Oh, all right. I get. So, like I was saying, this guy noticed that there is another guy in the picture, and they already had two kids with his said lady that they were married to. I don't know if they did all the weddings as per civil church, but I believe in most cases when they talk of marriage, most likely he has seen the girl's parents, and the girl started putting up the excuse like the guy not his class anymore, like they don't belong to the same social class. This is a guy that has sent her to school, and now he even discovered that his two children are not his biological children. You see, which means this girl was just succumbing to this guy to have what she wanted. She finally benefited education. She finally had a life. Now, this guy discovered that there's another man in the picture. The lady later on left because they filed for divorce. And the lady who left and went to the other guy, he doesn't know what happens to her, what happened to the other guy. It happens that the guy finally abandoned even his own children. This guy was pained because he had raised children that were calling him daddy that were not biologically his. You see, they were not his biological children. Like maybe na he born am, when I put the belly, which shows that the lady has been cheating for God knows how long. But she kept on being with the man. So they separated, they went their way, and now, please, when you come in, you share. And the recent landslide that happened in the western part of Cameroon, that lady was among those who buy. And the children, the two children are with the lady's mother, that's their maternal grandmother. The guy drove one time to see the children. Their state was not encouraging at all. And this guy, by the time he was leaving, the children were like, "Daddy, please don't leave us." He drove back with tears in his eyes. In this case, you clearly see that he called his mother. His mother said, "If you try and take care of those children, he's going to drink poison and die. She's going to drink poison and die because the blood of their mother is running in their veins. And when the children are going to grow up, they'll finally get to look but for their own father." You see, the guy he wrote the letter requesting for advice because he is actually pained and he didn't know what to do. Hi, Courage. You're very much welcome to this broadcast.
Thank you, sir.
Feels good to have you. And ladies and gentlemen, those of you who don't know, Courage is an actress and she's into cinema and a very industrious woman. Can you just help us with a little briefing of who Courage B is?
Okay, hello guys. Good evening. Thank you so much. My name is Courage White, and I'm
Yeah.
actually Courage being Ganyu and Courage being Ganyu on TikTok too. I'm an actress. I'm a student, or I'm from Bamenda, Bangolan, Ndo precisely, and I'm into movie. I'm doing grow host too as well on TikTok. So like if you're having a problem with your account on TikTok, you can actually search Courage Being Ganyu. You come, we'll solve the problem with your account. And I'm happy to be here. I'm based in Yaoundé, student at the University of Yaoundé.
All right. Courage is a fine guy. Is Courage married or single or Courage does not have to tell us that. All right. Okay. I'm trying to tease you. All right, Courage. Now, today you're welcome. We're having a wonderful conversation, and what we're talking about today is about money. If you're a woman, and it just happens that society has it, thanks to other females like you that have made it in such a way that everybody just automatically knows that women like money. Courage, in your opinion, would you go for money or love?
I heard me. I go for because I'm a type of I can say I'm a lady who does not like do not like that. I can actually hang out with somebody because the person is rich or I'll go for love.
Please check your is your mic. Are you using a headphone?
No, I'm not using a haircut. Wait,
Because
is it is it okay now?
okay, I think it's okay now.
Alright.
Battery is low. Please recharge in time.
Oh la la. All right. Can you hear me, Courage? Is your sound okay?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
All right. Now, can you take that again? Money or love? Which one do you go for?
Go for love.
You go for love. Courage. Can you date? Can you date a guy that does not have money?
I can date a guy that doesn't have money. I am working and really take care of myself. I I actually love going for someone that I love, not someone that has money.
All right. Okay, because you can actually take care of yourself.
Is it even about that? I naturally go for love. I don't go for money because I'm a
All
type that I cannot cope beside someone I don't love. When it comes to relationship,
right. Now, I want to find out something from you, Courage. What can you comment on as a relationship that exists between money and love? Because do you accept the fact that women like money and money has become a price tag for love in recent times? And do you think it's a
Yes, I accept that. It's what is happening at for me.
now? Do you think it's a beautiful way? Because in recent times, money has become love and relationship has become a poverty escalation. You see, a lady is going to dress well, go to a beautiful restaurant, and buy a bottle of water, hoping that a rich guy is going to talk to her. Now, look at it in real terms. Hmm? In today's society, when a child is growing up, a girl child, the first thing that comes to her mind, I want to get married to a rich man. I want to get married to a rich man. I want a rich man to I want a rich man. I want a rich man. And if you look at it keenly, most ladies, when they get to a certain age or stage in life, they stay single because they are hoping to see that Nigerian film rich man. And in collaboration with Nollywood, Bollywood, and whatever hood that we have been watching from our childhood, I must say here that the reality of the life we have today is about 80 or 90% as a result of the kind of movies we watched back then. From the end of the wicked to the last burial to the other movies, you see, they contributed vastly to the kind of life we have today. And if you watch these movies, if you look at the way life is structured today, it's just simply a representation of these movies. A poor girl is going to leave the village. No, she's going to be in the village. A Prince Charming is going to leave the city looking for a wife. And the poor girl is going to go to the stream to fetch water. And the Prince Charming is going to flash water on her. And they're going to say, oh, love at first sight. You see? Now they fall in love and the girl's life changes. In very rare occasion do these movies predict the success of a woman as a product of her hard work. You see, a girl is going to leave the village, come to the city, and then she's going to go to a supermarket and then see a rich guy. There must always be that rich guy. See a rich guy, and then they are going to bump into each other. They look eye to eye, and then love at first sight. Oh, they get into a relationship. The next second, the guy is buying her a car, the guy is opening a shop, and it has gradually become a standard in life today. So this is actually one of the things that we are looking at, and one of the things we are addressing. You see, love or money, or love and money. Now, before going deeper into this, do you believe that? Because I was speaking with one lady 2 weeks ago, and she was like, as a lady, your guys giving you money, your guys give you money. Now, do you follow the category of people that believe that if you're dating somebody, they should be giving you money? Do you believe in that assertion?
No, I don't believe that they must do something. I don't believe in that. I don't
All right.
see it as, let me put it that way.
Mm-hmm. So if you're dating somebody that is not giving you money, you're not going to be angry, Abby.
Why should I be angry? I'm not beating you because of this. I will never be angry for money. I have my reason for dating people. Actually, when I'm dating a man, I go for peace of mind. If I'm already okay with you, um, money is even in the picture.
Don't you know that money also gives peace? Don't you think money also gives peace? Because have you ever seen a poor man, somebody who is wretched, very angry? And small thing the vex, like they almost always very angry. Mm?
One truth is that if you date, let me say, if you are a mature man, you will
Yeah.
not need to before it is given to you. Like, oh, even if the person is not having money, the person knows that at least you need something. You don't even need to ask them. I don't ask for money from a man. I don't do that. If he's there, he's there. If he's not, expect before maybe getting mixed up or feeling that you're not giving me money or what. I don't ask for that. But it's not like if you give me, I won't. Don't ask.
All right. Now let's talk about this concept of my money is my money and your money is our money. What can you comment on that?
All right. For me, my money is my money. Your money is your money. What I can say about that is that for me, my money is my money. I choose to give. It's not our money.
You
Yeah.
choose to please come again. I didn't get that.
My money is my money. I choose to give you if I want. It's not like if I'm working, the money is ours. I choose to give you my money. Like if I'm working, it's my money. I want to work for us because I'm not looking at your money well. I'm someone that does not like put my hand to. If I'm working, it's my money. Your money should be your money. You choose to give me. Don't give me. I don't have any problem with that because I know I'm working. So I'm not
Correct.
into your.
So if you are getting married to somebody, you are going to keep their money, and then the person should also keep their money. Who will take care of their house?
You're the man. You need to take care of the house. Where I see
Yes.
that you can.
But okay, okay. Let me coin this question another way. Please, those of you coming in, do your best to share. Hidden Jesus, I see you. Olivet, I see you. Akumeja, I see you. Do your best to share. Now, let me coin this thing in another way. Corey, do you believe that there are some particular financial engagement that only a man should do?
Yes, I believe so.
All right. What are those engagements, to your opinion?
That's my opinion. I think take care of the children. Yes. Like if
Mhm.
we are renting a house, the house rent, that should be the all right with food. I can food. Oh, food is even typical than house rent. But for me, you should take care of the house. I should not have anything to do with that house and the children's school fees. That's it. But for food and any other, take care of. I think that is just it for me.
All right. Okay. So if you take care of the house and many things and any other thing, what if this you people are living in a house that is above what the man can provide?
I won't even allow you to allow us to live in a house where you can fight. Remember, we are living in the house together. I always go for what your money can afford. Like I
Mhm.
won't end up for should I say security reason. I won't go for what you can afford. That's it.
Wow, this is beautiful. Don't expect another marriage. So people that guys, what we're not there. Let's take let's take a few comments. We have this man, um, Aku Major, greetings to you. She says, my only contribution to this topic, speaking for myself, I work a lot, I earn, and there's no way as impossible for me to settle for anyone who is not rich or who is not a hustler. If you ain't bringing anything to the table, I ain't got shit to discuss with you. All right. Occupation, rich man's wife. All right. We have Dumi Olivet. Mida just says, greetings, boss. All right. He says, my love language, my love and money, that's what will actually make me fall. If not, I stand and they stand, nothing do me. Now, you get the point. She said, this is where we don't actually slam anybody's opinion. Everybody has right to their opinion, and everybody says what they think works for them. Now, she said her love language is money, same as a lot of women who say their love language is money. But the big question is, women who have their love language to be money, why don't they actually practice their love language? Because with this kind of ideology, we have successfully built a system of liability women. Women that believe that there's nothing they can add up, there's nothing they can do. Not like the men actually really count on women for money, but because they know there's nothing a man can do, then there's nothing they have to do as far as money is concerned. In this our time, you see women, a woman can love everything and sacrifice everything about a man or to a man. But when it comes to this one, it's usually a very big problem. And this stems from the fact that we have over attached. We are living a mixed culture. You see, they'll take the beautiful part of the Western culture and balance with the beautiful part of the African culture that favors women and hang on it. Western culture, we are exposed to it from our educational system. Let me take there's one that says Bible said something. All right, it says Bible says man is provider. Why I would take man in position? Okay. The next thing says man is head of the house and the main power and the main provider. A woman comes to assist. Voila. Now, this is one thing which I want us to talk about, because they hold this concept of assist and helper. I think at a certain point we have misunderstood it. If somebody is coming to help you, what is the person actually doing? Okay, let's say this is my load. This is my load. This is my load. And the load is heavy for me. What is my helper coming to do to help me with this load? Definitely coming to help me to carry it, maybe add their hand under to make the load lighter. But with this kind of ideology of the man is the sole provider, we have taught the women to actually carry their own baggage and come and act on the man's load. And that's the society we live today. You see young boys going into keyboard, internet fraud. You see young boys going to use magic wallet. You see a lot of people getting into a lot of illegal and fetish things. And if you look at it principally, they are either looking for that money to give their girlfriend, and a lot of the times they are mothers. Because some mothers, they pressure the boy them all. I met a young man that was actually very depressed because by the time he was working, the money was earning was not enough to take care of his own needs and his mother's needs, and she was constantly saying, see your friend, do so, see your friend, do so, see your friend, do so. This guy was depressed. When we talk about love and money, it always gears towards women. And this pressure makes a lot of people to get into a lot of illicit activities. Why? Because they want to seek validation, they want love. I really want one woman that believes that is money or nothing to join this life. Because we are having this mixed thing. After when I was there saying that the Bible says that the man is a provider. Those women in the Bible days, were they working? They were not working. In some places, they were not even counting women. And when they're saying Jesus fed 5,000 men, were women included? So in some places, they don't even consider women in some of those biblical passages. Sometimes we need to understand the context. If the woman is not working, yes, the man has to be the sole provider because she is not doing anything. But when the woman starts working, what becomes of her money? So when we she done, you dey work, the end. Make me I can't work. The end, they feed you, take care of you, give you money, take care of my children. You see that women themselves have just become a burden. Because there's always a project. Courage, you want to say something?
No, it's okay.
Yeah. So because there's always a burden. Women with these ideologies, we train women to be burdens to men. I mean, when I share this flyer, a lot of ladies were like, even now they're even writing in my inbox. They managed to give me money. They managed to give me money. They managed to give me money. He's only coming to knock. He's not giving me anything. He's only coming to knock. Because oh my God, we have just made the thing to have a price tag, and it's the easiest way to escalate from poverty. Now you're working, the man is working, but the man's money is the one that is sweet for you to eat. And sometimes I don't really have a problem with the women asking for the money. I only have a problem with these men that are encouraging this kind of thing, because in most cases, a lot of these men will be using the money to get the woman until when it gets to a point where they cannot use the money again, they start complaining. When you have successfully built the monster in that woman. Coming back to biblical context, how many women in the Bible were actually working? Most of them were housewives. Coming to African context, you say you never saw your mother doing anything in the house. You never saw your mother giving any money. Was your mother working? Did she go out to work? A lot of mothers were talking about they were not working, and the few that were working, some will even hide behind and call their husbands and give the husband money. The man will come out as the one giving the money. In those days, but today, when a woman starts making money, they feel like they don't need a man. When a man makes money, he feel like he needs a woman. When a man makes money, he feel like he don't need a man. So do we say this thing is a Bible thing? Do we say love is something that is bought? Do we say money is actually something that triggers love? Yes, women love money. Men to love money, men to actually love money. And sometimes it becomes so stupid to actually, like, you just imagine taking somebody who has never managed 100,000 francs and giving that person 5 million. Or put a person in a position that they have to manage 5 million. The first thing they'll do is they want the first of all steal 3 million. And it is this poverty mentality that we constantly inflict in women with some of these ideologies. Western system that we are trying to copy, that the woman must work. The woman is working and they are doing 50-50. And if you look at the Western homes, they are actually cooperatively running their homes, but it has its own hitches. You see, our African system is here. Let me just take a few comments. African system is here, and we have our system. We have our own kind of way which we handle things from Aleppo, even though it's gradually transitioning, and there are some few people that still practice that. Now, Courage, I want to find out from you, do you think money is a determining factor of love? Has money ever influenced the way you love somebody?
Yes, money has ever. I can say that because in as much as I can provide for my, there is this joy giving money from your. Yeah, okay. Not that you know that you're not actually. There's this joy it's from receiving something from your man. So when the man keeps giving it, everything is sweet. So it becomes worse when the thing is no longer there. Money, if that's what you're actually asking about.
Now, when a guy gives you money, how do you feel?
I feel special. Very, very happy. Like seriously, I feel I'm always like grateful, especially when it's not money that I actually ask for. When you just feel like take this, I know you need something. Just take this and take your one or two. I am always happy and grateful. Those are the men that we should go for. That's when you go for a man, not for his money, but for love. When you receive genuinely, it's different. When you ask for those people saying that money is their language, it's because I've not actually gone for someone for money. I mean, these guys they will treat you back, so it feels good to receive from rather than actually forcing a man to give you the money. So I feel like money spices it.
Money makes love beautiful.
Makes love beautiful now. Yeah.
Plain love under mango tree and plain love in Atlanta, Georgia, or going to one Tanzania. But don't you think this ideology has actually made a lot of young people to miss out on the love value? Because if you look at it nowadays, now this is what usually happens when a man meets a girl, the both of them start vibing. See, men are go-getters. When they notice that you like money and they have a way they can actually pump you with money, they will start during the starting days. Oh, money they enter, money they do, money for the pia, money for that pia. And gradually you start getting the reality of the whole thing. You see, they start pumping money. And if you're not smart enough, you're going to miss out on a whole lot of things. Because you're there thinking that the man is on you. Like in recent times, I'm telling you, this is a very rampant concept. Your money is your money. Your money is our money. My money is my money. And that's one misconception. We live in an era, in a dispensation where a lot of women don't actually like to give out money. You can be staying in a house and Eli una the meng na meng, that one a problem. Oh. If the money has to come from the woman, you better leave her you. Most women will not give simply because they have this concept of my money is my money. She will love you, she will do everything, she will do everything. But at the end of the day, for you to give that money now, una go really una go only won a meeting. Let's take a few comments. You see, all right. She was saying, "Boss, we are part of the load." Say women are part of the load. They help by making it easy for you to carry, by not nagging an energy competition, prayer connection, referral. Mommy, how is you not nagging solving a financial situation in your house? That because of the things, these are the things where I'm trying to find out. Like you are sitting, you say you're not nagging. Is you're not nagging being a good attitude or a support to the man? Are you not supposed? Are you supposed to nag? Is it? Let's take this other comment. It was like if a woman believes that her husband or partner should always provide for her financially, and that her own money is solely hers to spend as she wishes, doesn't this expectation potentially undermine the biblical principle of mutual submission and shared responsibility in marriage? And could it also perpetuate a transactional view of relationship rather than a conventional one? Yeah, this is a beautiful comment from Nisi Chamuko. Because you see, we are now living in a business dispensation. And the truth is, men will constantly give you money until you become useless, such that money cannot buy you again. This is the simple. This is how men's psychology work. A man will say a lady that he likes, and by the time he gets close to her, if your love has a price tag and he can afford it, he's going to buy it. But that's not what he's looking for, because it's a very risky adventure to enter into a relationship or invest your life in someone whose strong factor is money, or whose determining factor is the money that you get or the benefits they get from you. In other words, there are other category of men, like the older men. They granted also where they depend on that money. You see, they know that if na fine boy, they know be fine boy, they don't finish. They know say if na for jam that thing, they know fit jam. They know. So the only thing they will do is to use what they can use, which is the money, to actually lure these women to loving them. And now we are talking about women. They are equally. There's a video you sent to me today of a lady talking about some things which some men do. Because this thing is not only about women. So Shemak Dairy man begin to use them. That they look for hardworking ladies. There's a lady I knew in Douala like that. She had a shop. This lady should travel to Dubai to buy dresses. This dress is now ready made, and she will come back and sell. She used to start online on WhatsApp, like she would buy that she knew where she would go and buy. Finally, she opened a shop and she would travel out of Cameroon to buy and come and sell. That shop lasted for 8 months. Do you know how that shop got down? Her boyfriend was coming. I mean, give me money for the one, give me money. Until finally, he crippled the woman totally and shop lost. Courage. If you did a guy that having financial crisis and you have to support, have you ever had that kind of experience? And what's your take on this kind of scenario?
Okay, I've had similar. Didn't actually, so I've had this that this guy was actually cool, or he supported me in one way or the other. So it happened that uh this guy lost his job, and
Yeah.
this guy became a lazy as every week he needed money. Every week he
He
needed
became a
money.
lady. Wait, hold on. Come back. You say he became a lady, Abby?
Oh, I already told you that women are demanding. know that already. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this when you hear women or that those are things that women do. Yes, I cannot lie about it. My friends are doing it, and
So you
there is
yourself,
something.
you have never asked money from any guy.
I've done it. I've had situations where I have to go to someone to ask for urgent 2K, urgent 1K, urgent 5K. Yes. So I mean, this guy. I mean, every week, every day.
You became the
It,
father.
it was no longer 10, got to 50,000, 100,000. I had to run for my life because I know that this guy will cripple me. So
Now,
it happened.
what basis was he asking the money? Was he asking the money to eat, to hang out, or was he having a project and he was running short of finance?
Hello, baby. Please, I have you borrow me. I'll give you after. That was
Money gonna ever return.
yeah. That,
This is a beautiful
that,
one. We have another person, and this is one of the people that you all love so much. Uh, she's very enlightened, educated, a life coach, and many other things that you know. That's no other person than our own very beautiful and eloquent and intelligent Coach
Happy
Bonita.
Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday, Courage. Good to have you.
Happy Sunday, Coach B. How you doing today?
I'm good, thank you.
So glad to have you on board.
Likewise, likewise.
All right, Coach B, I want to find out something from you. Good, you're coming. We're having this conversation with this issue of love and money. You see, we're sharing different experiences. We've had these angles of women trying to commercialize love, and some other guys taking advantage of these women to actually enjoy some benefits from their emotional attachment or connection to them. You see, I've seen a lady actually taking her guy's money and going to give to her boyfriend without his or even a chattel. You see, I've seen scenarios of that where a lady is going to take a chattel. She's actually having a guy, and she meets a chattel, and she goes and take her guy's money to give that chattel. So there are many scenarios like that. Now, Coach B, what can you say is the relationship that exists between love and money?
That's an interesting question. I think money makes love beautiful.
Okay.
Money makes love enjoyable. Money gives love an opportunity to be to be to be exciting. I think that's what money brings into a love relationship. But is money the basis of love? I would say no, not all the time again. And to individuals, some people would say if there's no money, they cannot fall in love. And those are specific scenarios, but I would say money just makes love enjoyable.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Yeah.
do you think it is a good thing to say that the love? Well, let me change the question and put it this way. Mhm. The price tag system, the bride price system, is transactional. What's your take on this bride price system?
To be honest, I'm a huge fan of gifts. Give to Caesar what is Caesar's. We are Africans, we have a culture, and even though people have misused the culture, but I think in so many decades ago, it was not the way it is today. And so many people take the bride price system as a medium to enrich their family. I don't think it's a good approach personally, but saying that we should roll out the bride price system within our culture, I would say no, because it's supposed to be a token. It's not supposed to be like the price of buying someone because you cannot buy a human being. And so for parents to now want men to pay for all what they have spent on their own children before having them as wives, I think it's wrong. It's generally wrong. So I feel like most parents that have really made it in life and who understand their responsibility as parents over their children, even if they've sponsored their children through school, even if their children have been able to travel abroad and have amalgamated a lot of properties to themselves, most of those parents nowadays, they don't even take bride prices for their kids. And that's because they've looked back and they've seen how other people have tortured children because they paid a lot of money as bride price. It felt like they were buying a cow or buying a goat from the market. So I don't feel like misusing this approach or this cultural approach or this traditional approach to enrich a family. I don't think it's the right approach. So I feel like that's the only thing I don't like about it. But saying that we should roll out the bride price system, I would not say that because it's an age-old practice, cultural practice for most of us who are from Africa.
You roll out by price, you be like, when I know I'm born for that, I'm married.
Sorry.
As they roll out by price now, so it be like the people they know I'm born. It be like they know I'm born, they're all picking them.
I
Yeah,
know because
that's
people now want to have a girl child just because they want to be able to get even with another uncle that might have benefited from their own children, and they are looking forward to the day that they will benefit from their own brother's child when the child is being given out for marriage. And it's abused. I would say so. It's
all
abused.
right. Now, Coach B, I want to find out something from you. Do you think your love for someone can be influenced by money?
The answer is no, personally.
Or from a personal perspective? Now,
Yeah, personally, the answer is no.
what word can you give out to the young men and women that are using money as they're using relationship as a poverty escalation scheme?
It's wrong because if someone fell in love with you doesn't mean they've adopted you. So what I want to say is personally, I want to think that if you cannot give yourself your basic physiological needs, then you're not ready to be in a relationship. So if you cannot feed yourself, if you cannot clothe yourself, if you cannot fall sick and take yourself to the hospital, if you don't have shelter, then don't don't become a burden to someone else, because the amount of pressure we have in the society is because two people that cannot even provide their basic needs, that cannot even give themselves the basics in life, find themselves in a relationship. And unfortunately, because of the society in which we find ourselves, one person is supposed to be the bigger person, and in this case, the man. So I feel that be it a girl, be it a boy, I feel like if you cannot provide yourself those basic physiological needs, you're not ready for love yet. You're not ready to be in a relationship.
Coach B. See, do you believe that there are particular things that it is a man's duty to handle?
Of course, yes, I believe so. There are
Like,
certain
like,
things that are it's sole responsibility of a man.
all right, can you tell us some of them which you think they are the sole responsibility? Because we are not just discussing, we're actually sharing ideas to give much enlightenment to our viewers and those who are going to watch
Yes,
afterwards. And these are some of the things that some women cannot talk about with their man, and some men cannot talk about with their women because they are already in a certain state and they feel like they can't talk about it for peace to be. But
right.
some of them are going to profit from this conversation to be enlightened on this kind of topic, on this kind of scenario. Now, what are some of the things that I think it's a man's sole duty to handle in a home?
Disclaimer, I'll be talking about a man, not a boy. So a
Is it,
man's responsibility is to provide safety for his family.
1 minute, Coach B. Can we differentiate between a man and a boy, please? Before you
To me, a boy is someone who is not Again, I'm not going to do maybe give you a textbook definition of a boy. A boy is someone who is definitely not, who doesn't have a career for himself, who again cannot provide these basic physiological things for himself, who is not ready to take responsibility of the things that might be put on his table for him to take care of. So who is not mature enough to handle situations as a man should. And so in this case, when that boy transitions to becoming a man, it means he has a stable mentality of being a better problem solver, understands his role as a leader within his family, and can also provide this, can be a safety net for his family. What do I mean by safety? As a woman, I know that a man's role is to keep me safe. I'm not saying that the man is going to take a gunshot for me. I'm not saying that the man is going to catch any lion that is about to devour me. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that for me to consider you a man or my man, what I want to see through you is that if I am about to fall, you can catch me. If the kids are not able to go to school, you can make a way for them to go to school. If tomorrow I am so damaged that I cannot handle myself. What was that comment? I would like to see that comment again.
Mama Sita, when you enter, what did you know? Thank you for this.
Yes. Yes, boys run away from problems. That's true. Yeah, they are not better problem solvers because you need to have understood that life is all about solving problems, and then you are ready mentally, physically, and otherwise to be able to solve problems. So I think that boys are those people that run away from problems. I agree with Mama Sita on that. So if a man cannot provide safety, if a man cannot keep his or his family safe, then he's not a man. He's not ready to be a man yet.
There is this popular phrase we use, na man you be, especially when a man does some money flashing like that. They say na man you be. Do you at any point believe that finance has a way it can nurture, it can finance is part of being manly? Like, how can I put this question?
No,
Money.
I would not say that. I will not say that. What will I say? I will say a man's vision is what makes him a man. Your vision is what makes you a man. Money doesn't make you a man. Because you can have money and you don't have a vision, you don't have strategy, and you're still again, permit me use the word useless. So a man is his vision. A man is his understanding of who he is. A man is the leader. A man is not made by his money. So it's a stereotype in Africa that money is power. We think money is power until when you have so much money and you don't have any. We've seen these people that we call money misroad. You know those kinds of people we call money misroad. Meaning this
Yeah.
person does not know what to do with money, but unfortunately money met him halfway. And he
Yeah.
has money, but he doesn't know how to use the money. He doesn't value the money. The money makes him arrogant. The money makes him make very bad choices for himself and his family. And the money even destroys him. So for a man to be called a man, that man is identified a man because of his vision. And with a vision, if money meets you halfway, you take the money and you implement that vision. That's what makes you a better man. So I would not say that money is what makes someone a man.
Mhm.
Yes,
All right.
money doesn't make you a man.
All right. Now you were asking. I asked a question, and you're trying to answer the differentiate between a man and a boy. And the question was simple: what are some of the things that a man is supposed to handle in a home?
In a home, keep your family safe. And when I say safe, I mean in every form and shape. Everything that has to do with safe. Meaning, if you go out there, your wife or your family should know that you are keeping yourself safe. If you go out there, your wife and your family should know that you are making the right choices for the safety of the family. If you go out there to work, the family knows that if things were to crash today, you will be able to stand in the midst of the storm for the family.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So you are the pillar of the family. That unfortunately that's the role of a man. It might feel overwhelming, but good thing about it is that God was kind enough to provide a helper to the man. It doesn't mean you're standing there all by yourself. If man was created to have dominion over the world, he has that power to be able to rule. He has that power to be able to lead. He has that power to be able to control things. However, sometimes it might feel overwhelming to men that they are given all these responsibilities. And that's where they need to look around them to see who is the right helper for them. That's where the other part of the family comes in. But every man needs to know that he is the head, he is the leader, he is supposed to be the pillar of the family. And if you are the wrong pillar of the family, then the family is definitely going to crash.
All right.
Yes, because what we're noticing today is that most men are shifting away from the responsibility of being a pillar, and they are now the roof of the house instead of being the pillar. The roof doesn't make the house strong. The pillars make the house firm. The pillars are what will keep the house firm. If there's a strong wind coming by, it might take away the roof of the house. But the pillars should stand so that another roof can be put up over the house again. So men should understand that their role is being the pillar of the family, and that pillar needs to be deeply rooted. It has to be strong. As you know, when you're building a story building, you would realize that the number of floors that you need to add on top of the building also determines how strong the pillars will be. So
Mm-hmm.
as a man, if you understand what your journey is, how far am I supposed to go in my journey, in my vision? If my vision is this big, then my pillar needs to be stronger.
Mm-hmm.
If your
Now,
pillar is this big, then your pillar needs to, or your vision is this big, then your pillar needs to be commensurate to the vision that you have. So men shouldn't be running away from their responsibility. Their responsibility is to be a pillar in every form and shape.
now, when you talk of pillar, could be they're like different people and different women have a different interpretation of pillar. I think I saw one question here. This from Nancy. It says, "Can a relationship be truly built on love when one partner prioritizes financial security over emotional connection, or is it inevitable that the pursuit of wealth will eventually overshadow the pursuit of love?"
No.
Now,
If what benefits, what is my intention of being in this relationship? What do I
mhm,
want initially? I want finances. That's the
mhm,
top, or that's top on my list. And so if there is no money, I will not be satisfied. So if you meet someone and the person is very upfront to let you know that, for me to be in a relationship, money is my number one. Money is
mhm,
my number one. And you know you don't have the money, don't go in there, because love will only last for a day. Love will only last for the night. But the next morning, that person will still want the money. But if this person understands that, hey, I love you as you are. If money comes, then let's enjoy it. If money doesn't come, let's just keep working and we'll definitely get there. That's a different thing versus when somebody tells you that money is my priority.
now, let me break this. I like it being contextual, and I love the way you did the analogy of the house and the roof. Now, I want us to actually do it in a practical manner with the gospel of the man being the provider, the man being the head, the man needs to give money. See, you have even songs like "Donner l'argent aux femmes, donner l'argent aux femmes." You see, il faut donner, money, money, money. Better soup na money the cook. All of those things are somehow triggering men to just give women money for no reason. And the justification is this: If you are in love with a woman, you should give her money. You should give her money. You should give her money, and you should give her money. This education is not only to men, but it is indirectly teaching the women to be on an expectant angle,
No.
always ready, always receiving,
Mhm.
always ready to receive. The average African, or let me say, average Cameroonian girl believes that a man must give her money. To be very frank with you, the average Cameroonian girl believes that once as you begin to go towards the angle of love in with the lady, once as you just begin to have an attraction towards her, she automatically feels like you owe her. And at the back of her mind, she's just waiting for that time that you should give money. Initially, she might also fall in love with you, but that expectation mentality that she has from the society, from sometimes it's even their parents, because their parents that usually send, I know of mothers, I don't know me about the fathers that send their children, that send their children to go and be with men so that the men can give them money. I've had an experience some years ago, you see, where I had a rendezvous to work with one choir, and the mother of one of those girls sent the daughter to come about 4 hours before time. So the person that linked me up with them, when I spoke to the mama said, "Tout va comme ça." As I'm seeing like that, is the mother that have sent the child like that. They say that's what she does, that's her work. You see, which means she's actually known for that. And that kind of child already has a mentality that when she's coming to see a man, money is a transactional visit. Money is involved. The next part is even the ones that are not exposed to that extent, but they hear these songs, they hear these stories, they watch movies, they have this subconscious programming in your mind that believes that as the man loves you, he must give you money, he must give you money, he must give you money. For the love to go, he must give you money. And such that even when they fall in love, they are falling in love actually. They don't get a relationship because they want money. Oh. They actually get a relationship because they want love. But they know that part of the man's duty in a relationship is to give money. You see, this is where it becomes really complex, because from the start it's difficult to meet. Very few women will tell you that I'm here because you see, if you don't get money, leave them. Very few. A vast majority say I want a nice man that can give me security, that can be the man of my life, that can love me for where I am, blah, blah. All of those things for a majority of the women in this Cameroon, all of those things is summarized in money. So what can you give to ladies that are categorized under this particular category, that are under this particular category? I believe that it is a duty of a man, whether husband or boyfriend, to give them money.
Okay. If you ask me, I would say if you look at the root cause of this problem or where this thing is stemming from, it's because of poverty. It's poverty.
I
So
wish this clap. Yes,
I think the root cause of the problem is poverty. And as you can tell, the example of the mom who sends the daughter to go transact their body in exchange for money, it's to support the family. So it's all about poverty. And I feel like if the young girl or the young woman is empowered, in as much as they would still expect something from the man, but they will be expecting gestures, not necessarily the man solely taking care of them. I would think that every young woman, and I'm seeing there's so many young girls nowadays that are doing a great job empowering themselves, doing petty businesses and all of that, just to have the money to sustain themselves first before a man comes in. And I feel like the men are also showing another signal to every young woman nowadays, and even parents, and parents are starting to empower their own young girls so that they do not become a burden or enslaved in a marriage because they are totally dependent.
Mm-hmm.
So every reason, again, most families nowadays, they will try to either make sure their daughters go to a professional school so that they can have a job before they get married. Some of them have businesses just so that they are not solely dependent on their husbands. So I feel like if we keep doing that, it's going to reduce the number of these urgent 2Ks and urgent 1K or urgent 5Ks. And and that's why you see in the West, I think it's the opposite in the West. You will notice that women spend on men,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
the point. Why are women now spending on men? Because on this side of the world, the women are more, they work more, they make more money, they are more interested in building their own finances, because back in Africa, we don't even have those opportunities. We don't have as many opportunities as we should. Because if you have those opportunities out there, trust me, all the young women will be on jobs. I don't feel like again, there are just some people that just are very comfortable sitting there and just asking for money to do their hair, do their nails, get a body lotion, and so on and so forth. Take their family to the hospital and take their younger brother out of the country. Like it's a burden on someone else's son. It's a burden. So I feel like the origin of this problem is poverty.
Thank
It's
you.
poverty. Yeah.
Thank you. And we'll notice that there are a lot of poverty is one of the very it's a poverty that's in this Africa, Asia. And it becomes a very big problem. Now, this is a technique which we use when chatting girls. Guys, are we ready? You see, a guy, when you have you know, a guy is going to make sure he has a small and beautifully looking house and a car. And he doesn't need to say much, because when a hungry girl is coming, at the back of her mind, he just look at like, the man does not ever lacks on 10K. Even if he's not giving it at the end of the day, she just starts hoping. And when those expectations are not met, you start seeing wahala up and down. Now, Coach B, when before I came, I had spoken something to Courage, but I want to equally have your point of view on this. You see, there is this aspect of your money is our money. That's the man's money is our money, and the woman's money is her money. One lady once told me that man beginning to put eye for woman in money. Now, what, what, what can you really comment on this particular concept? If your money is our money and my money is my money.
That's in the context of Africa again. It's in
Mhm.
that context, because and it still goes back to the fact that women are not empowered enough. So they think that the little they have, it's theirs. So now they are taking the responsibility of taking care of themselves from you. So every one of your money now can take care of the entire family. So you don't put your eyes on my money. You
Mhm.
understand? Because contextually in Africa, it's normal that the man should be the head of the family and take care of the woman and the entire family. So now when the woman tries or gets out of the mix of being, maybe empowering herself, now she thinks that she's doing you a favor by taking herself out of that list of people you're responsible for. In this case, your money can now take care of the entire family except her. So you shouldn't put your eyes on her money. That's the way they are looking at it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the way they are looking at it. So I feel like it's not something you can take away from Africa anytime soon. Even if the woman is working, they still don't feel that the man should have any plans on their money. But it doesn't mean that women do not volunteer their money to their husbands. They do.
Yeah, if not so African woman, they'll just get married to a bush follower and a native African woman. It's that simple. Because I don't see any logic.
Culturally in the West, or let me say in the US, the woman makes her money, the man makes his money. But the two of them can have projects together. For example, they can plan a vacation. In 2 years, they'll open an account and both of them will save in that account until the time for that vacation, and they'll use the money. But the woman's
Mhm.
money, their paychecks are separate. They can separate the bills. They can say, hey, you're taking care of the home. I'm taking care of the mortgage. You're taking care of the kids' tuition and this and that. So they combine the effort. That's something that we could learn from them if the two individuals are empowered, meaning the woman is working and the man is also working, which I think is also happening. It's happening in Cameroon. It's just that majority of the people are still of that mentality that my money, your own, now family money.
I'm there, could be it is argument that always makes this thing to happen when the man also says, all right, okay, if not so better live on. Because men are actually becoming wise these days. Men are no longer dummies. We are coming from a generation where our fathers were the sole providers.
Correct.
And why was it so? Because the mothers were not working. The best a mother back then, I mean, many years ago, would do was maybe have a small store where she sells small things, or be a housewife. And what she's even doing there as business is just something basic. It's when women started becoming educated that they started earning, and some were participating in the financing of that home. But
some
so
of
many
some of these mothers did those petty businesses and sent their kids to school without the help of their husband.
thank you.
Majority.
On another hand, some of these mothers actually did those businesses and sent their kids to school, which is a good thing. A lot of them, a whole lot, because some this man became
So have you realized that some women nowadays, in as much as they are not giving their money to the men, they are spending the money on the kids and themselves?
No, that's if the man is irresponsible. No, let me
Responsible men. So many. There's so
consider.
many that are not taking care of their responsibilities. They just know that they will have kids, and they don't prepare the future of those kids. And some of these women, again, have been empowered by their families. So if my father bought me maybe ENS, I went to ENS, graduated from ENS, I am automatically, or maybe before my father even bought that ENS, he told me that he's sponsoring me so that I can sponsor the rest of the family. So majority of my money now is for my family, first of all. And when you get into a marriage now, your husband is still looking at the money that you're making. How do you handle both? Because these are things that women go through on a daily basis.
Now,
and some men will even get married to you because of that job.
Because of that job, yes.
They'll even get married.
Yes, majority of them.
Would you marry
graduate for ENS? Okay, good candidate.
Would you marry poor woman?
There you go. Who am I, the poor man?
Thank you. Because my own point is this: a woman can marry a poor man, no. But poverty, yes, a man who has, let me not say poor man, a man who has a temporal financial constraint. But when poverty meets a woman's brain in Africa, all right, you were talking about something in the West where women actually meet halfway with the men and partake in some things financially.
All right.
I have some people abroad, and I understand how some of their families work. How do I know? Because there's some transactions we do that the wife will send more money, or the husband, or the both of them. Nobody will remove money without the confirmation of the other one.
Yes.
That's the West. Why is it so? Because the woman is earning.
Yes.
And when you go to the West, you're automatically educated that this man does not owe you.
Correct.
The education in Africa is that the man, if you donate l'argent, give her money. It makes it such a way that even the women that have the money, they are not a woman in Africa. On a greater percentage, a lot of them will have money, but they will not like to. They can love you, cry, and do everything for you, but when for money to be involved in the matter, na lie. You see, I've seen a situation of a guy with his girlfriend or fiance, I would say, where the guy has crisis and the lady has her money which is keeping for her thing, and there's serious financial crisis in that house, and again like, hey, me I don't have money. That money that I see there, when I keep money to do my thing, it is to do that thing. So I don't even consider as though I have money.
If you dig deeper, you would realize that girl has given money in the past and the guy has misused it. A woman in love will not. A woman who loves you will give you the money. A woman who loves you will give you the money. In most cases, these men have misused the money in the past, and the lady doesn't trust you anymore with the money, and she will not give it to you. She will not.
In Africa,
And one
Yes.
thing about it is that when you start giving, they'll keep on asking for it. They'll
Correct.
forget the fact that they are men and they keep on asking for it. That's what I know.
you people really think men really count on women?
Yeah.
Men don't really count on women.
You need to get to know this your brothers there. Maybe you're just a different man. You
Some,
need to get to know your brothers.
they do. Some
I
men
have friends.
do.
You
I
need
have
to
friends.
get to know your brothers. There are some men that use, like, to be honest, what's the word?
Because we call it ugly word.
What's the word?
Yeah, I like to put it as it is.
There are some men that
No, like seriously,
they're
some
just
men are
so irresponsible, to be honest. They're just so irresponsible because I can quote about six examples seated here, about six of men who have been so lucky to have very powerful women in their lives. But because of their irresponsible nature with money, they have lost those women. And when you have that kind of woman comes just once in your life, and I always say this to every woman who is listening to me. Sometimes giving a man this chicken change, like, babe, give me 1,000 there. Babe, give me 5,000. Babe, give me 20,000. It doesn't make any sense. He will never recognize that you're giving him money. Wait when he has a project. Save your money. When he has a project, take out maybe 200, 500, 1 million, and say, this is my contribution to that project. Do it once. But the thing that has happened in the past is women do these things, men take advantage of it, men take it for granted. And once that woman that
do.
knows say your job now for they can't take your money all the time, in it is see what way to do with the money, she will stop even letting you know that she has money. Most women, any smart woman will stop letting you know that she has money. I know women that have secret accounts that their husbands do not know. But the purpose of the account is not evil, it's for their own children. Because when woman not say in the next 10 years, the man, the way they live in life, all your money is gonna either for mimo or for buy clothes for yourself or for drink from one nightclub to the next, they will start saving up for their own children. And that kind of woman has my support 100%. Keep your money for your children. If the man is proving irresponsible, because tomorrow, if that pikin be bandy for street, even that man will tell you, "Nah, pikin." Even the man will tell you that's your child. You forget that he's the father of that child. But that child is not in school, you should blame yourself first if you have two hands and you have 2 feet. So any woman that preserves her money for the sake of her children, kudos to you. Keep doing it if your husband is proving irresponsible.
Could be
Because
that
some
one.
men, they just, I don't know what they do with money. They take money. Men are very good at taking risk. Men take calculated and misdirect. I don't know if that's the right word. Risks that are very careless with money. And if a woman notices that you keep doing that over and over and over again, it's okay for a man to try one business endeavor and it doesn't work. Two, it doesn't work. I'm not saying that failing is bad, but I'm saying that if he keeps doing it and he never even takes time to look back and say, this was my mistake previously, let me not do it again this next time, the woman will not keep investing in you.
Could be this woman you're talking about who has paid, who has given money and the man misused. Now you see this kind of woman you're talking about. 93% of our women.
Really?
And if you look at these women, when a man sees a woman like that can participate in his life and even go beyond the limit of just emotion and preaching and get to finance, most likely they keep our hassle because that one they need to see for Cameroon. This
Wait.
one is information.
Keeping woman for house and respecting the woman, not two different things.
Yes.
The majority of men that have kept a woman in the house, but they don't treat the woman with respect. They don't even value the woman. They don't even
You
know the
keep
woman's worth. Yes. So keeping woman for
you
house
keep
not be
the
the best
woman in
thing
the
for
house.
a woman.
All right. Me, I'm talking about my context. Me, when I keep you for answers, I respect you. So I know. I mean, I don't know how to pretend. If it's not going, you will know. I will not pretend with
Well,
you. If it's not
Courage is
going, I will
about to
say,
say something, but her network is
all right,
unstable.
courage. You can land, please land before
Yeah,
share.
what I'm trying to say is that okay, you said when a man sees such like that type of a woman they keep in the house, you need to know that there's some men that when they keep in the house, they forget the fact that their fathers, that like that the owner of the house, they focus now outside, they start tilting their responsibility outside and leave everything for the woman to do. So you should also know about that. That's why the problem is coming in as well.
Yeah, because the thing is, I want us to be. I like sincere conversation, and I want us to be very clear. Courage in Cameroon, you bear with me that a lot of about 90% of women in Cameroon are stingy. Is that a true thing to say? They don't want anything. They can love the man, but when he wants to enter with anything money, they know their love end for day. Is that a true thing to say?
The truth is that the truth is that I've seen women like women that vow that they will never give their money to men, but before saying that they have a reason for saying that. Before saying that, you will hear them always say that I gave my money to this man, he did this, he did that, and that's why I'm not giving my money to a man again. So you should
It
tell
is
men
not
that are
always the
irresponsible
case.
outside here, when you start giving them money, they'll forget.
Their network will
Yes,
flog
like I
their
was
network.
saying, when
Land. I want to hear everything you have to say. Land.
let me see. Let me just bring the phone closer. Like I was saying, if you see a woman saying that I can never give my money to a man, you should check very well. She must have given it before and the man misused the money. That's why she's
Right.
saying that she can never give her money to a man again. Like me, I can say that, but I'm not like that. If you need help, I can help you. No, I've had women. I'm a hairdresser. I've owned a salon, and you know how a salon is. People come there, they discuss, they talk about a whole lot of things. So if you see a woman that is not actually helping, it's because someone betrayed her. So I think so.
Now,
Yes.
this is one part. Coach B
Milk.
said it,
Liquid. There's liquid
and
milk
then
there. There's egg as well.
all right, courage, you're done.
I
All right,
think so.
her network has said that she's done. Coach B said this thing that is because a man misuse the money, is because a man misuse the money, is because a man misuse the money. And I see women, especially Akop enjoying the comments. See, let me tell you the truth. They are see. Let me go with my okay. Let me talk about myself. I understand myself very well. Hmm? There are women that give money to men. You understand? As pure support.
Mhm.
It is quite difficult, except you are with a useless man that is you. I use the word useless. Me, I like to say things as it is. At a certain point, I hate to compress what I have to say. I sincerely hate it. I like to say it as it is so we feel the weight of what is saying. There are
Mhm.
some men that are very, very useless. And what will you be doing first of all with a useless man in the first place? The next point is this: when you have an industrious
But you
man,
cannot blame yourself for loving a useless man.
the music that you give problem now.
Useless is not on anybody's forehead. You get to find out someone is useless when they start making very poor decisions and all of that. That's when you find out they are useless. So we
See,
people fall in love with useless man.
the point I'm tackling here, it's very complex. There is something I'm saying that we cannot deny.
Go
The
ahead.
average woman in this Cameroon, majority that have money, for them to move their money, but it's like they'll cut their heads. You see that when they are alone, they are handling their things, but when the man appear, no money. And you see, even the one that the only way you can take money from a woman is to borrow. and you borrow and pay, and you borrow and pay, and you borrow and pay, and you borrow and pay.
The men
But when
borrow and they never pay.
they pay, me, I don't
Then,
go and pay.
so now that is
You,
specific situation.
you, not
So I cannot talk a
don't
generic part. I cannot talk from a generic angle. I can talk about myself. Me, I know myself. Me, and I go and they pay.
You know why these women wait and get money? The women who have money, and when a man shows up, they act like they do not have money. It's a defense mechanism because they know that, in as much as you men think that women are gold diggers, women nowadays know that men are also gold diggers. And so when the man shows up, they don't want to even act like they have the money so that they will know how genuine that person is. So it's not because they cannot give it. Trust me, not be because the woman they thought say, well, you know, go give the money, it means they no, actually give her. Most of them that go out there even ranting that they cannot give their money to men are the ones that give money the most. So I will not say that because this person is telling me, oh, I don't give my £5 for boy. You know, mean saying they give up. They do give it. So, but that's a defense mechanism because they have seen that there are so many gold digger men also out there. So they are just protecting themselves also. But trust me, women can be very generous and women can be very stingy. Very, very stingy too. Yeah. So, but the thing to now say, this stereotype they out there say, well, woman give money for man, it buy the man. So no woman wants to be buying a man. That's why they'll even give it and they'll lie to their friends that they are not giving it because they don't want to be considered buying a man. So I want to think that maybe we need to stop saying these things the way we are saying them. If for a woman to give you money doesn't mean that they are buying you. Trust me, it's easy for a woman to have 10 different men that they are dating at the same time. It's even more difficult for a man. But it's difficult for a woman to date 10 different men. An average woman will have at least 5 to 3 boys chatting her at the same time. And if she wants to date any of them or date all of them, she can do it comfortably. But men do not understand this part of it. So if the woman don't choose you, it don't mean I say be stupid. They use that mask now like defense mechanism because majority of men then they out there today where they open their pocket and they empty, but they want gay woman for their life. You want to date a woman, but you cannot provide. Like women want to be pampered. Women want to be spoiled. In as much as I have my money, trust me, in as much as I have my money, I would still want my man to look at me and say, hey, babe, go change that hair. And just send the money. I shouldn't even ask. So the men, the way the woman, they even who go ask you urgent 2K, you stingy. You be stingy man.
Thank you.
I like the way Coach B will enter and say, even if I have my money, you see.
No, to be honest, I'm not gonna ask. Personally, I don't know how to ask. Like me as an individual, I don't know how to ask because again, it's not that I'm too proud to ask. It's because I grew up knowing how to fend for myself, like to provide for myself and provide for my siblings. So it's a norm to me that I need to do it by myself. And so if I'm with anyone, I'd let them know, hey, you will notice that I'll not be asking you for anything, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't do. I don't like gestures. I like to be surprised and all of that. Just send me $50 for lunch. Just send me $100 for dinner over the weekend. I will appreciate it. But if I deal with you claim say because I did make money, you cannot make gestures to me. You're a stingy man. You're stingy. I'm not going to ask you, but I will consider you stingy. Because offering a gift to someone, it doesn't mean that the person doesn't have the money to be able to get themselves the gift. I have the $100, but your gesture of sending me the $100 without me asking tells me that you are a generous person. And that's what I want to see.
Do you send him the $100?
Of course, I can give you gifts on your birthday. I can give you gifts on maybe Valentine's Day, on our anniversary. I can give you a gift and all of that. I do get gifts.
All right, those are
gifts to their men. Women do so.
Boxers. Valentine's Day is coming. We don't want boxers. This one is to be very
How
precise.
many boxers do you have? The reason
Mhm.
why we buy boxers for men is not because it's cheap. It's because men neglect buying themselves boxers all the time. Trust me. Look
Yeah,
inside all
true.
man between closet. You'll notice I said they don't get enough boxers. They feel use 2 boxers there for 3 years. So woman they dey buy boxers and because they're nothing I've seen and now a man beginning to think about them. Not because they're cheap. I don't want to take
Um,
that one out.
okay, Coach B, that's one angle for a woman that thinks like Coach B. But let me say something. All right, there was one time I had to buy boxers with I was with 2 of my friends, and we're like, wanted to buy boxers. It was around the 20th. That was last year, 20th of February. And I was looking for a particular kind of boxers, and like the woman was showing me some other. I said, I don't wear this. I have this particular kind. The woman said they found out they had two. They're like women are already taking it on. I don't know that Valentine's Day just passed. So these ones here are not buying it because the men don't think about it. Case study: if you know that a man does not think about boxers, you buy boxers on a regular, not just on Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, you will see phones, you will see nice things that men are prepared for women, bouquet, nice things, teddy bear and stuffs. The men always have innerwear and boxer. I mean, about 80% of innerwear and boxer, and then 20%. See, this is what I'm
Why
saying.
do you also buy the bouquet also on Valentine's Day? Why should I have bouquets only on Valentine's Day?
No,
Okay. So
yeah,
it doesn't matter when the gift comes. It doesn't matter when the boxers comes. It doesn't matter
yeah,
when the bouquet comes.
yeah,
Provided not buy service because nowadays we get gifts so that we can post them on our status. If you're
yeah,
getting those gifts for the sake of eye service, then don't get it. Just get
yeah.
the gift because you feel that way for the person. It's a day of appreciating your love for that person. So it shouldn't be just because you want to get those flowers and post it on your status
Mhm.
and oppress other people, especially
This
single
is
people.
yeah, this is beautiful because people go out to the extent of getting themselves gifts and surprising themselves and coming to act.
Very common.
I've I've seen a lot like that. They go, oh, thank you. They didn't do that. Now you made mention of women giving money and having this assertion of they're buying the men. I know people like they're buying the men.
Mhm.
See, Coach B. This is a ambassador. I've seen ambassador today. Oh la la. Let me see. I wish ambassador could be part of this show. He has a lot to say in this with this topic. You see, now I have seen a couple of ladies. When I'm saying this thing and capitalizing on it is because if we just pass on this thing on the surface without hitting those particular points and addressing that conto and stinginess which these people have, that I know very well, and I'm sure Kogesh also knows, even though she's different. Mm. If we can hit hard on this thing, I think we are going to help these young women more. You see, we are going to help more. Is there no problem with you? See, me, I go with the idea. If you have to have a possession of my money, see, I can do more. If I'm earning, let's say 500K and you're earning 50K, just the fact that you have the mind to share, to tell me you're earning 50K, how do we do and stuff like that, is going to give me that trigger to be able to open up my 500K to you. But if you are always sitting and believe that I don't get money, I don't get money, I don't get money, I don't get money, the man that you're the man that you're supposed to, you're the man, you're supposed to do what? For we be. If you're not working, I understand you're not working. And if you decide that you should not work, I know I am ready to take the charge. And not only me taking the charge, but building mechanisms that will actually sort out financial things. But if you're working on your account and feel as though because you are the man, because I'm the man, I have to do this, my money is my money, and their money is our money, I will decide how I want my own money. My own money, I will decide how I want it to be used on you because it is equally my own money. You see, so it's at that angle I'm looking at. If you expect to share, you should be willing. We should be able to receive what we should be able to give out what we expect, not just sitting from an expected end and just waiting to receive. That's one point. Now, if you look at the pressures, I saw a couple of comments and we are going to take them one after another because there were some very striking things that are actually intriguing as far as this topic is concerned. They are very, 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 very intriguing. You see, he was talking about Sally Sharon, you're welcome. Women are actually grinding. There's one I saw and I really wanted to highlight, but I never wanted to interrupt what you were saying. All right, this is one of them. Neighbor Grace, glad to have you. Gracie. She says, "Na money, the sustain love." This is my phone. While we're alive, people are sending messages. If you look at it, you see a lot of messages there. And if what I do is when I say love or money, I text and people are like, money, oh, money, oh, money, oh, money, oh. I understand the assertion that Coach B said when she said a lot of women come and say money and they are the ones that actually give money, because I know somebody like that. They'll come and say, I need to give my 25, but they actually give money to support their man when necessary. You see? But the majority I'm talking about, because sincerely, I'm a sociable person, and my works, my activities, and my line of things I do, I meet a lot of people and I try to understand their mindsets. A lot of ladies that work they are not really comfortable when their husband have an idea of what they are earning. You see, they're not really comfortable. They don't like it because they want to have full control, possession of their money. That's a crafty approach. It's a crafty approach. And yet you expect the man to come and share his own fully to you. Some will just do their best. I know one lady who's at our like when she has she asks for money, she just come and say, baby, they have paid us all, and then they paid us yesterday. We have that man Jangi and that one 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 and that one. You will hear everything that they have to do only when they have paid them. That's an indirect communication to tell you that money doesn't finish. And after 1 week of you receiving your salary, you are expecting your man to be giving you transport to go to work. This anyhowism of how we manage finances in relationship and homes, because when we practice it in relationships and we practice it, we are just doing rehearsals to go and practice it at homes. If we are practicing it in relationship, when we finally get to marriage, it is very few that will change, and the change is about 2%. So we're just doing a practical of what is going to happen. After 1 week, what if you people look at what you're earning together and apportion the money properly? Isn't that going to make more sense?
In a relationship or in marriage?
Because with me, I know that's a paper. If you're
in a relationship or in marriage?
A serious relationship and marriage, not the fling
relationship. Serious relationship.
Could be okay. This is my logic. This is how I reason. We have somebody here. Thank God he was available. Hi, Ambassador. I'm glad to have you. So glad to have you. Yeah. Now, Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
All right. Like I was saying, this is what I'm looking at. Marriage is true. Yes, you people have a contract written and there's something binding you people and the families know. There's another form here of serious relationship where the people are already living together and the families know and they are working to actually actualize the thing, like meeting the financial part of it.
Time will stay.
Can we stay?
And we
that's what I call serious relationship. That's what I'm calling serious relationship. And the trick here is when we start giving some kind of barriers to relationship, we are teaching the people to practice what they'll practice when they eventually get married. Even the reason the relationship is because it's not certain, right? Because even the marriage itself is not so certain. You know that, right? Even marriage itself, the worst is this, now like this, they just broke their nonsense anyhow. So it's not like some sort of guarantee. When you're with someone, people are intentional about creating your future, you look at some of those things. Why? Okay, you are expecting a man to be giving you the money that is giving you based on which basis? Based on what? It's not a relationship, and you don't want to
Why?
give him because
That's why it's not obligatory. It shouldn't. It shouldn't be obligatory that a man starts or adopts you once they start dating you. It has to be free will. But that's the time when you show who you are. Again, we're not, remember, I said gestures. Being a generous person, being a kind person, being a caring person. If you're looking for a partner who is generous, a partner
yeah,
who is kind, a partner who is caring, and then how does someone show that they care about you? How does someone show that they are a generous person? Generosity must not just be money. It could be other gestures. It could be you're ill and the person gets fruits and comes to the hospital and
yeah,
offers you something. It doesn't mean the person has to pay your hospital bills. You have a father, you have yourself. And that's why I'll still take us back to the fact that before you start getting into a relationship, you need to at least be able to provide yourself those basic physiological needs just so that you
yeah,
don't become a burden to someone else. That's not what we're looking for. In as much as we think that's the ideal world to be in, people still find themselves in relationships when they do not have anything. And some people get into relationships because they want someone else to take care of them. And in those
mm,
cases, that's where you see this happening mostly, where the woman just thinks that the man is supposed to take care of them because they cannot take care of themselves.
yeah. And even some that can take care of themselves, they just feel like it's a man's duty. So if them do not use their money, you understand? So this is the reality of what I'm saying. I mean, I don't want to sugarcoat anything. I want us to tell ourselves the truth. You see, now good enough. We have ambassador. There are this category that hang on that particular thing. When you go and saying this thing and saying most men have, even women meet good men, women that work, a lot of them they are not comfortable sharing. Let me take this one comment. I know you have ambassador. This was ambassador said money has nothing to do with true love. Anything out of that is a scam. You see me? If the kind of money you live at you, because sometimes when somebody is coming from an angle of poverty, poverty has a lot of voices.
Yeah, they're
It has,
blinded.
yes,
Poverty
and
can
it
blind
depends.
you. It blinds you. Yes, it blinds you.
Yeah, it has a way. There's you say, I never had anybody. I don't even know why. I don't. You always hear women say this. I don't know why. I don't know when it's just about the money. So when they say they love you don't even know whether the love is hunger or the love is actually genuine love.
Hmm.
But you have to whether has some at least you know say if you to say love you know say the one is serious. Glad to have you ambassador. I just pray whenever no worry. Hi ambassador, are you there? All right. Your volume is a little low. I don't know if you're using a headphone or your phone is far. I don't know. All right, we can hear you now. I don't know if you ambassador just indicate in the comment section, please. Indicate in the comment section if you
Hello?
can hear ambassador. All right, it's clearer now. It's much more clearer.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, perfect, perfect. Now, ambassador, we're talking about love and money. What do you have to chip in as far as this is concerned?
The volume is low on my side. I don't know.
No, it's okay. It's we can hear you very well. We can hear you five on
Okay.
five. Yeah.
The question again, please.
Now we are talking about love and money. What's the relationship you think that exists between love and money? And do you think one is a determining factor to another?
Okay, thank you very much. I'll
Yeah.
just go straight to the point because
Yeah.
I think that this is a very disturbing problem,
Yeah.
especially for the young people
Yeah.
who thinks that offering a girl a birthday party,
Yeah.
buying her iPhone 14,
Yeah.
and then taking her to all the big malls and the big snacks is a demonstration or assurance that she's gonna love you. They have failed.
Yeah.
Love has got nothing to do with material. It has no relationship. It will never have. It will never be. And if there is any connection,
Mm-hmm.
money, love, I tell you, it is a scam. Many may argue this principle because the society have compelled people to think that to express love to a lady is by being generous financially. No, no. Because in reality, all those things you do can't fetch you true love.
Yeah.
When a woman loves, she loves for real.
Yeah.
Loves you. It doesn't matter where you stay. It doesn't matter your financial capacity. Doesn't matter your village, any influence. When she loves you, she loves you. And
But
if you want to be happy, you have to go in search of those girls. Keep away money, keep away pride, and go for those real love. You will enjoy them when you find one. Money has got nothing, absolutely nothing to do when it comes to true love, brother. Thank you.
all right. Now, Ambassador, there is this recent trend. There's this recent trend because I agree with you 100%. We have missed it for some time, especially this new upcoming generation. We have missed it a lot. Why? It's not because we actually want to miss it. It's because imagine a young man that truly genuinely loves a girl, and then we usually have these grants. All right, that will come and use money and take the girl from your hands. You see, that young man already has an education first that maybe he actually loved the girl. You know, oh, if he took the girl, it means the girl was not meant for him. But if he sees another girl that he loves, he already has a notion that for simply not take the one, let me actually use money. That's one angle. The next angle is these girls that have actually developed a money mindset vis-a-vis relationship and love, such that when you start talking about love in Cameroon, about a vast majority of these girls, when you just start being attracted to them, they believe that you owe them money. If you give them money or you don't give them money, if you don't give them money, they'll start acting moody and acting anyhow. There's going to be annoyance. They're going to see every reason to be angry. You see, but at a certain angle, because they believe.
Yeah,
they
we
grew
come.
up. My sister don't say it take the money.
Sorry, we come.
So, you can write down my boss. You can write down, please.
Yes, we come. Listen to me. I agree with you, but
Yeah.
I also want to let you know that you can identify a lady that loves you from a lady that doesn't.
Yeah.
Any man that is man enough can tell, especially when you have a bit of experience, you can tell. So therefore, if you go for a lady and what you notice is material,
Mhm.
and if also in your mind you are not in search of love, you guys do your trade by battle and you move your way. That thing is clear. But when you are looking for a wife, a partner, there are qualities that you search.
Yeah.
And there are ways of searching those qualities. Understand? So
Yeah.
you cannot want to support the men that know it's like the society have pushed. No, they can make that decision. Because no matter how they try to label women they come for money. Not all. There are still very hard-working women that supports men and supports their family. In fact, there are boys who even depends on women. So we are not there. We should not just globalize as if all the women. No. There are still excellent women out there. Put up your moral as an individual, as a man. First of all, adjust yourself and go for the quality that you seek, and you will find. If you are looking for the ones that tie chain on their waist and 10 earrings in their nostrils, and you are going to go and chase them in a club, and then you are expecting that when you come to the house, everything will be okay. And then when everything does not go okay, start saying that child woman bad. Oh. Where did you get your own woman? People they go to market, will go buy fowl. You go now to forest, go catch country fowl. And then you can't start complaining, say no, the fowl don't fly go. Understand?
Yeah.
So it get as a day. May any man cut the coat according to his size. If you see and say the woman jump pass to jump and pass, don't the worry people say, hey, he cry with you. Not the crying matter is not even a subject of debate. If the water hot pass you, jump like frog. Say, hey, what's that? So go their way to the day where you go find cold water. You will work out your skin. This life is just too simple. Now we the complicator. He like money. You feel the complain, you like money. So other man said different complain. So you get as how we life just day. Any man go now for his own way. Easy as say work out for your body. I throw na salute.
Wow, this is the one. This the one is clear. You see, because as any complaints or other man they game. Now, Ambassador, I want just to have the one sharp. You believe say some particular responsibility then they win that the man must do. You believe say the man some particular thing they in a home when a man became must handle them financially.
Listen, those things are real. I don't tell you say the foundation of every good union and every good family. Now love. When love there, we're not going to that thing that we're not going to do that responsibility go just be like saying now water. In fact, when they come over east, it come over. We not even see them because the love is there. Understand? 419 the enter for the matter now when one man love another man not there. So man and computer and calculator join together. Then another man na international move. Not there the problem day. Not there the wahala day. When one person carry with black hat. Not there. But when then two they born, when a natural love, they did it together.
Yeah.
In fact, Peter and money, in fact, it did like poem, it did like Mary money. This is when love they really, everything is smooth.
Yeah.
Now when 419 there for one corner, now there a problem the day. Yes. When get one come for a relationship, you can say, hey, master, no, but that's a stable girlfriend. So stable girlfriend. At least he gets a nice job. Office, you don't get some stable life. Now stable girlfriend bring you, not be marriage. Now stability. When you can enter a girlfriend, life now girlfriend to them now, you can enter a life now. He start now turn that chukuchuku now for that girlfriend in a long run because he not be really like the man. Now that financial stability will drag you go. So we must avoid this thing at all costs. For fall in the hands of people where they calculate with a calculator. Whether be you a girl or be you a man, try for say no be calculation they bring. I know that girl so he pan a phone. He's senior brand na bush faller. Then they calculate na two for say our family get background. Not be say that all na they calculate. They check that too fine. So that girl say you come and now no you go to support me. Hey, no, when I part there for Cancun, credit go come. Then they calculate na two. This is na calculation.
And the calculation not plenty for this time. This time we'll get.
No, that's it. Okay, we come back live with that.
All right, thank you so much, Ambassador. Thank you so much. I mean, anytime you come, now ever so it ever just sweet in the
okay.
All right. See, just to add on what Ambassador was saying, this is the foundation. These are the tribe established since. Because frankly speaking, me as a person, I don't believe me for that system say some portion. See, if we have to share money, we should share the money. Let all of us know that we are sharing this money like this. Let us allocate it for if you don't sit on your own angle and feel like you keep your. Sometimes you're even expecting that the man should give something where you are actually having money at that moment more than the man. You see, if you go share, I'm going to share, maybe out of love, maybe it's something that is done with love, not an obligation. Overhead me all this obligation kind of relationship way. They're all about obligation. Because when an obligation, it go give room for the fact say we give actually calculate over. We need to do a lot of calculation. Yes, it be smart. Even me, when I want to do my expenses for my life, I do calculations. You see, it be always smart to always use calculation. But when in a relationship, how on a fit be a relationship where any man they calculate another? Because we feel like there's an obligation, one man has to do something, another man has to do. I like the way Ambassador plays the thing. He says it is all about love. When there is love, you will not even notice that you are spending. You will not even notice that you are doing this or you're doing that. The problem is people that have actually fallen in love with somebody that does not love them in return, and they have invested a lot of these things on a relationship over years not finally work. Then they are coming to begin to pollute us now our heads about not try them. Not try them. Because before Ambassador left, but I wanted to shoot him one question. I think Coach B can help us with this question. Now, the one I want to find is: do you think a man and a woman should have a common account, like joint account?
You mean husband and wife?
Yeah. Let me call you husband and
Yeah,
wife.
I will not encourage anyone to have any joint bank accounts with a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Personally, I
All
would
right.
not. Mhm.
Husband and wife.
Yes, I would say they should have one account that is a joint account, but they should still have individual accounts. Because
Because
before they got married, they had separate lives. And there are still certain things that they are still going to do separately. But they should have a joint account, which is considered a family account.
hmm,
That's my
yes.
recommendation. Yeah, that's what I would suggest.
So everybody should have a certain control over their finances, regardless
Correct.
what, and they should, which means all right.
Yeah, so if two people that already have jobs, they get married, they should say, okay, depending on the fact that, again, transparency, or full transparency, the wife makes 250,000, the husband makes 300,000.
Yeah.
They should know how much each person puts into that account every paycheck. It should be established. That conversation needs to happen, and that money needs to be going into that account every month. As for their current accounts where they receive their salaries, it could be separate, but that joint account should have a certain amount of money that comes from each and every one of them into that account every month.
Could
And
be, do
no
you think
withdrawal. There should be no withdrawal without the consent of either of them. Go ahead.
all right? Do you think a man has a say in a woman's money?
When you say stay, it's like he can tell the woman what to do with the money. I would say that it's an agreement between the two of them. It has to be a conversation. I mean, the husband can have something he needs to do with money, but he should ask the wife, do you have this to offer me? Not telling the wife what to do with her money. That's what I think.
All right. And if the wife has to do something with the money, do you think she needs to consult her husband to? I mean, if she has to realize some projects with her money, her
Project,
money.
yes. Projects, yes. Not everything that she's doing with her money. Not everything.
All
Projects,
right.
yes, yes.
All right. Because this you see this
And
money
these
thing we're
could be
talking about.
personal projects. But if these are joint projects between husband and wife, the money should come out of that joint account. And my personal things that I'm doing with my own money, the extra money that I'm having for myself, again, I can run it by you.
Mm-hmm.
You can run
Because
it by
one of
your husband again because for the sake of transparency. It's not like you're telling him you owe him an explanation, but for the sake of transparency, that's your husband. You should run it by your husband so your husband knows that this is what you're doing with your own money. And he shouldn't think because this problem they will get Anna because there's probably lack of transparency. The man doesn't know what the woman is doing with her money. And so now he's like, she's keeping her money and then I'm spending my money. But you need to know, and I've spoken to couples like that. The woman pays the house rent, gets buys food for the house, pays water bills, takes care of the children. She doesn't know what the man does with his money. And that's because the man is not transparent enough. But this is husband and wife. And she sees you going to work every day, but she doesn't know what you do with your money.
And vice versa.
Yes, and vice versa. So I'm
Because,
saying that there has to be that level of transparency when it comes to couples. As husband and
yeah,
wife, you need to communicate that with each other. It doesn't mean you're asking the person, you're taking permission from someone to spend your money. But that joint account, it has to be an agreement between the two of you, how much you put in there.
yeah,
And when,
yeah.
once you lay out all these things and you agree upon them, it's that easy. It's very easy. Joint account and I say it became then the sick money come off for day. You
Yeah.
understand? But if my mommy is sick, I feel move my money from my account. Take care of my mommy. I know more wrong come back for you, my husband. Say, make you give me money, my go give my mother. Or make I go pay my mother's school fee. You understand? So, but
Mhm.
now for avoid someone the wrong come to you all the time. The same case with you. If your mommy is sick, you move your money for your personal account. But if our kids are sick, the money comes from our joint account. Yes. The
Now
man
let's take two comments.
he shouldn't just tell me what to do with my money, at least, but I'll run it by you that this is what I'm doing with my money
All
for
right, let's look at
transparency.
this. Okay. This one says no. I think a man has no say. A man has a say in a woman's money. I don't think a man has a say in a woman's money unless you are the one who sponsored or invested in the woman. And this other one comes to say, when a man doesn't support you, support you to achieve your goals or support your business, a man or woman has no say in their partner's money. My take. Now, do you think this assertion is correct? Is it linked to the man supporting
No,
the
I
other?
think it's just mutual respect within a couple. As I mean, between couple. Yeah, it's just mutual respect. The fact that again, I'm against the word a say. A say is like I need to take your permission before I use my money. Or you need to tell me, I will take my money and come to you. Oh God, what should I do with this money? And then you tell me what to do with the money. That's the one I'm against. But me running it by you that I have my money and this is what I'm doing with the money. Again, it's just out of respect for the fact that you are my spouse. It doesn't mean you
Now,
have to say.
how will you feel if you're living with a man and you're making your life with a man and all of a sudden you discover that he has some other investments that you were never aware of, maybe houses?
That's a red flag. Obviously, I'll feel like there's a hidden agenda because if I am your wife and you have any project that I'm not aware of, it means that there's a hidden agenda. So I'll definitely want to know more about why you kept it away from me. Those
How
are
will
some
you
things.
feel? How will you feel you have a partner and they're planning to relocate or handle some other projects like that without your consent?
But that's terrible. That's a good indication that I'm alone in the marriage or in the relationship,
Mhm.
or the person doesn't trust me. So I would like to know more. Why are you hiding it from me? Some
Maybe
people
it's
might
something you
hide it.
have spoken about. People have
Okay.
spoken about, mhm,
Mhm.
and the
It
man
could
doesn't
just
want
be
you to
that
do.
this person is hiding it from you because say some of we women and they would over talk, right? So
Mhm.
maybe if John don't say if he tell you, you run your mouth and you tell the family or you tell your friends or you tell people, and he doesn't want anyone to know about it. But even at that, you cannot have a hidden project and your wife doesn't know about it or your husband doesn't know about it. If that
There,
project is something major project, yes.
there was this story of a guy that discovered that this guy used to live with the wife. I mean, a lot of the time, people get to find love, especially from the male side. There is nothing as sweet as building your life with a man. Eh? Me like this, me.
Mm.
So if I finally do if I finally do the things I want to do, and I don't see the significant participation of the woman I'm to spend the rest of my life with, I might not really involve her that much in my stuffs. You see, so there's something beautiful in building, going through that stress together, enjoying the wins together, when you get this contract, one person you want to come back to and talk is your woman. Like, baby, we made this contract. We are hitting this thing, and that there's nothing as sweet as that. But the kind of person that sometimes nature brings to us makes it really complicated, because you
Yes.
cannot really fully share your wins like that, because they go
Yeah.
calculate you, or and they themselves are not that open to share theirs with you.
Correct.
Especially those who are from a receiving end and thinking that the man has to do this, the man has to do that. You
Mhm.
see, so it becomes very, very complicated. There's a story of this man, and he was with a wife. They were struggling. The wife was also working. This thing with women working, we need to actually hit hard on it. Even legally speaking, in the Cameroon law, it is the woman's duty to equally support the husband financially if she's working. So we hardly talk about this part when it has to do with these African family settings. We hardly talk about it, and I don't know why. It's actually part of the woman's responsibility to actually partake in the finances and the running of that home. You see, now this guy was working, the wife was equally working. They were living a life. The wife, they had to really go to a bigger house. They went to that house and they were living there. It got to a certain, they had stayed there for some time. They knew that because the wife convinced the other that is the uncle's house, and they had to stay there for some time. They were paying rent. After some years, a guy came and discovered that that house that they were renting is the wife's house. So all the while they have been paying rent to the wife.
Wow. Wow.
This is a common thing when we begin to teach women that your your husband has nothing to do with your money. We indirectly train them to be crafty, selfish, wicked, because this one is a pure act of wickedness. That is why I'm very categorical. Don't expect me. I'm the too extreme person. If I want to give you my all, I'll give you my all. If I'm not giving you, I'm not giving you at all. So don't expect me to be giving you my all when you're not giving also your all. A man can send a woman to school, do everything without complaining. But when the woman does small, the whole quarter go here. Some will do it and be complaining. Not all. When I say woman here, I talk of a vast majority and relative to Cameroonian context. Don't get it twisted. I know there are some women, a lot of, like, even Ambassador in his dialogue, he said it that a lot of men you see they are being sustained by women, and that's true. I can attest to that. You see, but a vast majority, when they have something minimal to do, they make a whole scene out of it. And if they do it, there's always this thing that take a work leave and tell your wife that you lose your job. Let her handle things just for 2 months and see the kind of wonderful person you got married to. I will tell you, free that a lot of Cameroonian women don't actually have that capacity or that patience or that heart to support a home in time of crisis of a man, not because they cannot do it, but because they have a different orientation. They have been trained that no, is a man that is supposed to do this one. That's supposed there. That's where my own issue is. That's supposed. You see, coming back to the story of this guy discovered that they have been paying rents to the wife for years. And when he discovered that, he immediately separated and went and built his own house just beside, got a different woman, and they started making their life there. This money thing that we always escape from. A lot of families and homes you see in Africa today, they don't talk about money yet. We always escape from this money thing. You are supposed to do this. I am the man. You are the woman. You are supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do this. Suppose is whose name? You people can actually sit and develop a model that works for you people. But because we are coming with different baggages from different funny experiences and different orientations of life, they are coming with a suppose kind of ideology. And it becomes really cumbersome. That's why I said, me, it's true you talked of 2 separate accounts and an account for the home. Sincerely, me, I feel like all. Frankly speaking, I know for security's sake, because even the marriage saving a risk, for life we take risks outside. It's not a guarantee, you see. But sometimes it's always good to build a firm foundation based on what dialogue communication, and people look at how possible is it to be done. A marriage that will fail, you will, like majority of people that my friends that I know that are divorced, male and female, When you look at it from the start, you will know. All of them, I'm not saying 99%, all of them knew that their marriage would not work. But they got into it because of funny reasons. And now, if you already know that, why are you trying to bond to force a bond that is not bonding? Doesn't make any sense. At a certain point, we should actually be that truthful to ourselves. If you know that this man is not a man that you can be transferring your money with, no joke, worry yourself.
True.
I've seen a case with a lady that came to borrow money. I was dating this girl. She came to borrow money when she actually had money. And at that stage where things are not really moving, that time it comes sometimes. You know, it does not need your permission. It comes sometimes. And it's coming to borrow me money to play Jangi, woman don't Jangi. And on the guys that I don't have any money. All of us will get to a situation and where this lady actually had money in her second phone. It was to me that's one of the biggest turn-offs. Me, if I have money, I wouldn't hide it from you. Why would you think that you can have money and hide it from me? You see, those are some of the kind of things that turn some men into what they are. We spend time saying men have done this, men have done that, men have done that. Frankly speaking, there are men that take advantage of women, yes. But if you look at the sane man, that was say, what I do with the useless man? Because if you look at the normal sane man in his right senses, if he acts in a funny way, it is most likely to be a reaction to what the woman has done previously. But since men are quiet people, they hardly talk about some of these things. Men hardly talk, they just sit, react, and see how to continue their life like that. Now, I think when you talk of transparency, I must highlight that it's a very, very vital aspect as far as financing is concerned. The rate of divorces that money have cost is greater than any problem. And I'll tell you that you see, most people in here in Africa, Cameroon, to be precise, most women marry because they feel like they have seen somebody that is having financial stability. When you see that you have seen somebody that has financial stability and you are saying, okay, thank God, you can now bring women are not actually a lot of women are not actually coming to be a helper. They are coming to add their baggage on top of the man. If I'm carrying the load is heavy, you are coming to help me, you push your hand under so that we carry it together. But the Cameroonian version of women come and put it on top of the man and add the baggage on top of the one that the man is already carrying. So when you see that man as a helper, you can act up any good understanding woman that you wish. After 2 years, you're actually a burden. There's one video of a man that said, if you're still at the same level of your life after 6 years of being with a woman, you should drive her away. One point, I feel like that woman is not actually motivating you. I feel like that man has some point. If because one of the strong triggers for me, I'll talk for me, one of my strong triggers is having a good woman. When you look at her, you feel like I can't fail because of this woman. The way she's into this thing, the way she has supported me, sometimes the way she believes in me, I can't fail.
Right.
But in the typical Cameroonian setting, you have people with expectations. I don't get married, you know, but there's one thing that they say in a medorian, means something that just irritate me, reach that one. He only comes and knock, he doesn't give me anything. And when they talk like that, they always put knock around. Who taught these our women that when they knock you, they need to give you money? Who taught you that when you're in a relationship with a man, it means it's an employment? You go get a job. If you need money, you go get a job. In a medon, let that be out of his will, not because it's an obligation. And that's why they made a categorical man. I will not take money that I'm to use to run a business. I'm not finished like the 50 business I want to do for my life, and you're telling me in a medon, I will not give you no time. I'll give you when I see necessity. If you're coming for money, just know I will not give you. But when I feel that love, I feel like this woman is with me as it supports me. You don't even need to ask anything. I know how to do it myself. I observe, I look and see what is needed, and we do it because of the mutual feeling. Then we transform this into a transactional activity. It becomes business. And just imagine the number of businesses that people are into in the name of marriage. How can the business work? How can the marriage work? So that's at that point that we are looking at all of this. This money conversation, being transparent, is very vital. You come with your baggage, hoping that the man will be giving you money. when we start seeing a man's reality and you're not even encouraging him in any way, because when you're expecting, you are draining.
Correct.
You, the person, to even figure out that, all right, let's do this thing. This thing you're doing already is earning money. Let's see how to multitask and do this thing. You're instead there expecting to squeeze the little that is actually trying to derive from what he's doing. So who will give money may grow. So those are some of the things that we really, really, really need to categorically take into consideration. Let's take a few comments, and then we'll be live for about 2:30 now. It says, Neighbor Grace says, for me, that is his business as long as he is taking very good care of me and the family. However, I would like to know more. I'm sure she was reacting to a comment. Now, Coach B, I wanted to give one word before we pack our bags out. First, to men that take advantage of women, and secondly, to women that feel like money, love as a price tag. There's one thing which I want us to converse, but you have to learn with this, then I'll answer that question properly, please.
Okay. So, again, at the basis of the reason why men take advantage of women is, I will still blame it on poverty and or laziness, because laziness is what is keeping some people stagnant in one position. They don't make any progress because they are lazy. They are not using their creative minds. They are not taking the opportunities that come their way. So, and
Yeah.
they just sit there and they are waiting for a bigger opportunity instead of making do with what they already have. So I feel like it's mostly laziness and poverty that is making some men to start using some women to make ends meet. And if you are a man and you find yourself in that situation, I would think that that's not the right approach. That only makes you a criminal. It's not, you're a gold digger. You're not a man, because just going to a woman because you think she can sustain your life is not good enough. But if you fall in love with someone and the person supports you while you're down, I mean, all of us, you never know who your destiny helper is. Maybe your destiny helper is the woman you fall in love with. So it's okay for someone to fall in love with a woman that can help them, but it shouldn't be your main motive. It shouldn't be the only motive of you getting into that relationship. And then on the side of women, I feel like we need to move away from making the men feel like we are a burden, but making the men feel like we are a blessing, because a good woman in a man's life is a blessing. It shouldn't be a burden. So, and I will still blame it back on, if you understand your worth, if you have self dignity, if you have self discipline, I believe that we all have a gift. I'll always say that the richest place you find in the world is the cemetery. And that's where people's potentials are buried. The things that we did not have an opportunity to do, the songs that we did not write, the thesis that we did not write, the research that we did not do, the songs that we could have produced but we did not produce. And so instead of you keeping your potentials inside of you, going around trying to ask for urgent 2K or urgent 5K from another man, let's start exploring the uniqueness of our potentials so that we can be the best version of ourselves. And I'm not saying that everyone has equal opportunities. There are just some people that are not exposed to opportunities. And unfortunately, they have to depend on someone else for survival. I'm not going to take that away from you, but it shouldn't be something that we're doing it as if it's normal. It's not normal to do it that way. But if you find yourself in an authentic, real relationship, you shouldn't make yourself a burden. There's a way that you can still receive support from your lover without making him feel like you are a burden to them. So I will not say that this can be completely eradicated, because the only way to eradicate this is to make sure that everyone is empowered so they can take care of themselves. And that misconception in Africa that the man is the head, he's supposed to provide for everyone. I don't know how Coach B and WeCom are going to eradicate that also. It's a
Yeah.
misconception that is going to exist for the next centuries to come. But if the women are getting as empowered as I see women becoming independent, hardworking, and entrepreneurs these days, I want to feel that there will come a time when it will be more of a partnership. It's not going to be like the man is the one doing everything, because trust me, today I see most of the children that are in universities and in professional schools, they are there because their mothers saved up.
True.
Majority of them are there because their mothers saved up. For single mothers that are out there, if you can see a single mother who has raised their kids from zero to when they are even abroad, and they did that single-handedly. So that kind of woman, you're not going to say that the woman made it because of she was depending on a man. There's still some women out there that understand that they can do it by themselves. But because they are doing it by themselves, it doesn't mean they do not need support. Every individual, be it man or woman, needs the support of each other. And we all need that through love. And I would always think about love the same way I think about faith. Faith without works is dead, and love without action is dead. So you cannot just keep telling someone, I love you, I love you. Every morning you wake up, you tell the person, I love you. And there's no action to prove that love. Then the love is not going to last for too long, because that's the reason why love is a verb. It's an actionable thing. It's something you need to nurture, you need to build, you need to work towards it, you need to express it, and you need to receive it. So if people are in love and they want to share, we shouldn't call it, hey, this girl divide this boy, or this boy divide this woman. Or because I'm a woman and I can provide money to my boyfriend, it doesn't make me a sugar mommy. I am in love with that person, and the giving is just part of expressing that love. So all these stereotypes are what are making this process so difficult. All this stereotype and this cultural mindset are the things that are making this process really difficult. But in a civil, well established home where the husband and wife also are making money, I want to think that have conversations and align on what the woman does with her money and what the man does with his money towards the growth of towards the again, for whatever thing they want to do in the family. So if the man is the one paying the house rent, paying the water bills, and paying school fees, what does the woman do with her money? Does she provide food in the house? Does she uh, buy clothes for the kids and all of that? So when you establish all of that transparently, I don't think that there will be a time when you quarrel over what the man is doing with his money, or what the woman is doing with her money. So yeah,
Wow, that is. I mean, you've given a better crown to everything you have to say. You talk of transparency, and that is a very vital aspect. You know, the human greed in us sometimes makes it in such a way that we don't really want to be transparent or open, because we always want to have something
exactly,
all to ourselves. So I think as
exactly.
couple, if we are able to kill that human greed, then there are a lot of things that will be done. Sometimes,
Yeah.
like for my case, like I
Yeah,
said, I
you've
cannot be.
seen situations where, because a man actually manipulated a woman to the point where they will get married, and he will just swindle the money that this woman has and travels abroad with another woman, or moves to
Yeah,
another city with another woman. All these stories, all these things are happening, and they now frame the way people are raised. So because
yeah,
this might have happened in my family, I would probably vow never to tell a man how much I have, never to show my bank account to any man, or never to invest with any man. So these are some of the things that are happening in our society. It's the same nowadays. Previously, we used to hear a man met a girl and sponsored the girl through school, and after the girl graduated, they got married and they live happily after, ever after. But nowadays, because of the so many men that have sponsored women, and the women have abandoned them halfway and gotten married to other men, and then feel like they are not their level anymore. It's like this person is not be my level with this. So all those
yeah.
things have been happening, and nowadays it's so difficult to find a man that will sponsor a woman through school. So these
Could
things
be.
happen to frame our conception. Things happen in
That's
life
true.
is to frame our, yes. Go ahead.
Now, let me just say this thing here. If a woman invests in a man, that man can be more loyal than when a man invests in a woman. The
So
cases
it's a
of
50-50.
I
It's a
don't think it's 50.
50-50. Yeah,
The rate at
there are women
which
that have sponsored men to the US and the men come here and abandon the women.
is a very small rate
No,
compared to the way we
majority
do.
is there. Majority. And vice versa. There are men that have sponsored a woman, the woman gets to the airport and disappears. So this thing
Okay.
doesn't have formula. It doesn't have a formula.
Yeah, I accept that part of not being black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We talked of transparency and the buying boy part of it. Because at a certain point, with my experience with meeting some women and talking with some, talking of divorce, there's Two Face and Annie DB that finally getting separated. That's an aside anyway.
Oh
Now,
Jesus, what?
yeah, that's why I said a relationship that's going to have is not going to stay. When you
It's,
see it,
it's,
you definitely know.
hope
You
they're not
see,
just getting social media interest.
yeah, we pray so too. Now,
Can
if you look at this thing
that lady
with my
survive
friend,
without innocent? I don't think she can. That would be a miracle. It
right,
needs
right,
intense therapy if she does that.
right,
Intense.
right. So
Yeah.
that's the extent to this. We should, I think, this transparency should apply not only to money but to many other things.
Mhm.
This transparency. Me, I appreciate the woman that says, "I just want to come and enjoy my fun." I appreciate the
We
woman that
might
will come
take
and
that
say,
mentality from Cameroon to the US. Like there's this lady that came from Cameroon to the US a few months ago, and she keeps saying that she cannot give her money to a man. The man is supposed
"Yeah,
to take care of her, pay her bills, and so on and so
yeah,
forth. Okay, I tried to educate her about this part of the world, and she just kept insisting. I said, okay, don't worry,
yeah,"
time will,
because in her head, that okay, this is why I'm saying that a lot of
time
women
will
who
tell.
grow up here, they know at the back of their mind it is only situation that will change them. Because no matter how you
Go
explain,
humble them.
they are adamant that
Yes,
they
you should
can't.
be the one giving money. Yes.
Yeah, does it even make any sense that you have a woman that is earning higher than you and you're the one giving him money? Does it really make any sense? I mean, you can choose to give it, but taking it as you have to man up. We are somebody earning $5,000, you're earning 200,000. What kind 200,000 francs? What kind of man do you want to up there? What kind of man up do you want to do there? You see,
Right.
some of those kind of things. So that's where this transparency comes in, and the aspect of that they buy this guy. I bet women come and buy me, buy. In fact, if what they call is buy, if they call that thing buy, is me. And whether you call anything you call, if it is love, forget, give it a name. Eli say is mumu, I will say yes, I am a mumu. Eli say anything, I will accept. I am the one that knows the happiness I'm
It's my
having.
mumu. Is it your mumu?
It's my mumu, yes. I'm the one that knows what I am actually enjoying from there. I'm the one that knows the peace I am having.
Yeah.
Eh? Than to be with somebody that you is claiming to be the category one and giving you headache. The stress that relationship give men. Every day, high blood, high blood, high blood. They don't want to even go to the house. Sometimes they men, it's not like they met over like alcohol. I mean, Cameroon men. Sometimes it's the wahala that they meet at home that makes them to run away. So even if they insult that is a mumu, I would accept the mumu title in as much as I'm having my peace. Yeah. So that's just it. I want to say it was really a beautiful session we had today. I mean, we've been live for God knows this length, and
Yeah.
big up to everybody that participated. Thanks to YouTube Coach B. Do you have any final before I go? I already need it because just what
I
you
think
said, I
you
had
already
something to
said
say.
everything. Yes.
Yeah. What you
Thank
said, I
you.
had something to say that just crowned it all, and there's practically nothing I could say. Good night to our beautiful people. I think we're going to get a special session to actually target this bright price thing. Not today. I
Okay.
think we'll look at that and the diversity of the different cultures. All right,
No
guys.
problem.
See you guys next Sunday. Stay glued for more updates on our platforms. Au
Bye bye.
revoir.